Nyo nyo nyo. Nyo nyo nyo.
Beliau pergi terlalu awal. Itulah ungkapan yang boleh diluahkan berkaitan legenda itu Diego Armando Maradona yang baru melalui pembedahan otak, saya difahamkan 2 minggu berada di kediamannya di Buenos Aires dan beliau meninggal dunia akibat serangan jantung lewat malam tadi waktu Malaysia. Dan sesungguhnya ini adalah satu yang menggemparkan satu dunia bahawa kehilangan seorang legenda bola sepak yang pernah beraksi untuk Napoli, Boca Juniors, Argentinos Juniors, begitu juga Newell's Old Boys dan juga pasukan Argentina itu sendiri. Siapa boleh lupa Hand of God tahun 1986 bertemu dengan England, suku akhir Piala Dunia. Walaupun saya berusia 4 tahun pada ketika itu, final menewaskan Jerman Barat 3-2, tapi tetamu-tetamu kita saya pasti ada fresh memory pada ketika itu semua berlaku. Kerana ini berlaku sekitar tahun 80-an. Terlebih dahulu Datuk Seri Nazir Razak, saya pasti anda ada your own favourite moment of Diego Maradona. Could you share with us your favourite moment?
1986.
Okay.
Saya student di UK. Saya sokong England. Dan masa tu bila saya nampak goal Hand of God,
Okay.
saya marah. Punyalah marah. Kemudian a few minutes later they score the solo goal.
Yes.
Saya kagum, terlupa marah langsung.
So you felt what the English fans felt, but pada ketika itu anda merasakan apa yang diluahkan oleh fan England, kan? Tapi bila tengok gol solo yang dia score selepas itu yang dikira sebagai the best goal of the century pada ketika ini, masih sampai sekarang,
Terkagum.
wow. Okay.
Terkagum.
Itu Datuk Seri. Tan Sri pula, what was your best moment that you can remember of Diego Maradona?
Well, he is a very gifted player, and for a long time I used to watch him play. Whenever Argentina played,
Right.
and he played, I used to watch him. But as Dato' Sri said, you know, that World Cup where I watched him play and score that controversial goal, which became known as the Hand of God,
Yeah. Wow.
disappointed me,
Yeah.
you know, although it was a fantastic goal.
Yeah.
The mere fact that it was controversial
Exactly.
slightly disappointed me.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he could do it deliberately and get away with it,
Exactly.
that is just mind-boggling,
Whether
isn't
it was deliberate or not is questionable.
Exactly. Okay, perhaps,
You
yeah.
know, I
in
mean,
the moment.
the excitement,
Yeah.
maybe the hand went up.
Right. So for you, it's the same scenario. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, how could any other moment top that, right?
Very
Yeah.
deliberate lah.
It was very deliberate,
Very
wasn't
deliberate.
it? Right?
His hand was higher than his head.
In today's football terms, you not just get a red card, you probably get a double red card if that was even possible for that, right?
If VAR can see lah.
Well,
Nampak kan kawan?
VAR nampak lah.
Datuk Sri knows his stuff. Tan Sri tu. Okay, so cerita pasal Maradona itu baru best moments. Tapi what do you remember? Because there's a lot of off-field antics that happened with Diego Maradona as well, you know. He succumbed to drugs. There was a lot of negativity that surrounded him. But despite all that, he still performed until the last World Cup that he played in 1994 before he was dismissed pada ketika itu. He was still one of those players who, he may not have been as prolific as Messi is right now, tapi dalam squad Argentina, he did everything for his country. So,
Yes.
kalau Datuk Sri, I ask you to compare between him and Messi. Yeah, stats will show Messi scored more, blah, blah, blah. But in your opinion, having seen both of them play in different eras,
No, Maradona was a better player.
and why is that?
If you look at his center of gravity and his dribbling and his ability to, it was a one-man team almost, right?
Wow.
I find Messi more dependent on the other players.
Very well said. If you had to pick one player pada zaman sekarang yang, okay, I know everyone's going to say Messi, but if you have to pick one player who has his attributes, who has his traits, Tan Sri, Maradona itself, today, do you have anyone in mind that you think is good enough to be put on the same pedestal as Diego Maradona?
I honestly cannot think of anyone to be at that level
Right.
like Maradona.
Okay. But is there anyone that you think has potential, perhaps?
I mean, okay, there's Ronaldo,
Right.
Messi, but somehow I don't equate them
In the
to
same
Maradona.
they can't even be mentioned in
Having
the same
seen them
breath.
play in the World Cup and so on.
Okay, Datuk Sri, what about you?
Messi is the closest lah.
Messi's the closest, right? But that's the thing, right? When we talk about Messi, I know this is just off topic for a bit, but bila cerita pasal Messi, kenapa agaknya as good as he is, terror macam mana dia pun, somehow or other when it comes to his national team, dia choke.
That's what I'm saying. He cannot carry the whole team like Maradona carried his whole team.
It's true, but do you have an opinion as to why he chokes every time that bila sampai World Cup, bila you know when it matters the most, dia macam choke. Kenapa
I
lah?
don't think he chose. I just don't think he's as good.
Okay, it's as simple as that lah.
I mean, they've got to the finals.
Okay.
Right, and he lost. Right,
That's just the reality.
I think Messi will never be as great because he's not going to win the World Cup.
Okay. Diharapkan sentimen itu juga diluahkan oleh penonton-penonton di Facebook. Mungkin ada penyokong-penyokong Messi yang tak puas hati dengan apa yang Datuk Seri cakap tadi. Tapi itulah hakikatnya kawan-kawan. Diego Armando Maradona was one of a kind. Kan? Even some said, Zico said this, I think even God would have been proud if he had the chance to score a goal like that. Things like that, statements like that. And Maradona had made a lot of funny, funky statements as well. He was quite a jovial guy. Dia pernah cakap bila Messi score nampak macam celebrate macam mau main bola, tapi bila Ronaldo score dia celebrate macam dalam iklan shampoo. Itu apa yang itu humor yang kita dapat daripada Diego Armando Maradona. Okey. Kita masih lagi nak cerita pasal Maradona ni kerana kalau melihat kepada career ni dekat Napoli, he was very prolific in the Italian league. He scored lots of goals for Napoli. I think it was about 80 over goals from 188 appearances kalau kita lihat. So when we talk about that and what he did for a nation, from what I heard, I think the president in Argentina also declared 3 days of mourning. So when you see things like this being, this kind of tributes being given for a football player, that Tan Sri, what do you think his impact was off the pitch as much as it was on the pitch?
It's not only for the Argentinians, sorry, but worldwide, I think he had a great impact at his peak. It is sad that, once he went out of the limelight and stopped playing, that his life became rather bad. He resorted to drugs and so on and so forth. And his demise too, in a way, I would say, is because of that.
Right.
Very unfortunate ending for a great, hero of Argentina. And I would say someone who was an idol, for the rest of the world as far as football goes. So it's sad.
Yeah, it's really, really sad. But you know what? I think regardless of what happened off the field, he did so much on the field to compensate for everything that happened off the field. And we choose to celebrate his life and his achievements on the field. And it was just...
Bola sepak terhangat sudah tiba. Rekrut bintang-bintang pemain bola terhebat bagi pasukan anda. Uji formasi dan taktik anda untuk mengalahkan pengurus lain. Bina pasukan impian anda hari ini